choice. Good choice. All right. I have two more Xerjoff samples to talk about. We have Torino 24. I haven't got my nose on this one. I am actually curious about this one to see if it's a hit or a bust. And we got Alexandria II Anniversary by Xerjoff. So I'm really curious about this one. I did test it a little bit just to see what it smelled like, but I really like the dry down, and I could see why Spence loves this fragrance. So I'm gonna go with this one and do my live first impressions, and I don't know any of the notes here, so this should be exciting. And I know this is a good one, and eventually it'll be in my collection. Couple of sprays here, do 3. Spicy in the opening. Maybe like a cardamom, something. But there's something else here. Like a different type of oud. It's kind of tolerable, not funky or fecal or barnyard. This is pretty good. Now, I never smelled the original Alexandria II, and I hear that one's a little more rugged. This one here is smoother and actually more approachable. I am enjoying this one so far. You get this nice spice. I'm getting something kind of creamy, something ambery, warm, kind of sweet, maybe some amber, vanilla, maybe some cinnamon. This is pretty good so far. And there's something else here, something else that has a distinct smell. Something that I think it's got Bonillo Oud, which is also in Mind Game's Mentor. It's a different type of oud with a different type of scent. This is pretty good. I think what I get here out of Xerjoff Alexandria II Anniversary, it's smooth, makes a nice date night scent. It's definitely a special occasion fragrance, very situational, slightly mature, maybe 25 and up. Definitely not youthful, and it's not for everyone, but this is something for me. This is something I could see myself wearing a lot, and this one will definitely be in my collection one day. I'm enjoying it so far. This is definitely a good one. I like the hat. Thanks, but my hat has nothing to do with my video. And this is a support hat for a motorcycle club. But I'd rather not talk about that. So, let's see what Torino 24 has to offer while this one is settling down. And I hear Torino 24 by Xerjoff is a really good freshie with some mango. So let's see what this one has to offer. Do like 3-4 sprays. Bright, vibrant, really juicy. Almost feels fizzy on my skin. It's like got a fizzy. Something's fizzy. Yeah, someone the other day was talking about that. Okay, Xerjoff Torino 24. I'm getting a bright, fresh, ripened mango. There's something fizzy. For some reason, I'm getting something fizzy, like a fizzy bergamot or something. But it's good. This is really, really good. This is probably the best mango fragrance I've ever got my nose on. I like this. I like this. This is good. In fact, I want to spray it a little more and let that settle, see how it transitions. And let's see what Alexandria II Anniversary is doing now. All right. The heart note is starting to come out. I'm getting that Boneo oud. I'm getting some woods. I'm getting like this nice, warm, melting amber, like a resin, some vanilla. There's some cinnamon in this. This is good. I find Alexandria II Anniversary Scented Paradise approved. It's like a date night fragrance in a bottle. It's where you want to stand out, dress up, get all sophisticated. Hey, what's up, Nice to see you. Sentimental Value. I like the name. Thank you for stopping by. Ah, man, I'm liking this one. Okay, Lindsay. Okay. Xerjoff Torino 24. I am liking the opening here. Bright, citrus, refreshing. It's got this nice ripened mango. It's kind of mouth-watering. This is pretty good. I'm enjoying this so far. This is good. See how it transitions and see what else comes out of this, because this makes a nice summer scent, springtime, and I got some other stuff to talk about as well. While these are starting to develop, I'm gonna let them go and chime in to you guys. Lately, I've been spending time with another Louis Vuitton fragrance that I have. Xerjoff is definitely my #1 luxury niche fragrance house. I own 6 full bottles. I like the way their fragrance move me. I have a connection with each and every one of the ones that I currently own. And currently, Torino 22 is my signature scent. It's my kind of style of a woody aromatic fragrance. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely for me. And it's something I see myself wearing a lot this year. But what I've really been enjoying ever since I've owned the bottle, I actually spent some time with this one by Louis Vuitton, and I'm talking about Els. This one here. And this one hits different. And when I mean it hits different, it hit the opening. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. It's that time when all these trolls come out. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Louis Vuitton Elves. I bought it last year. I want to say maybe during, I want to say probably in the fall time, around September. And since I've owned it, I was on the fence. And I almost was going to return it and get something else, but I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't do that. And the reason why is, even though this fragrance slightly leans feminine, it smells different on my skin. And the opening, it hits different. I get ginger, I get peach and cinnamon, so it's slightly sweet, leans a little feminine with a subtle spice, and the heart really transforms and comes forward with some florals. I get rose, lily of the valley, and violet, and it's smooth, elegant, and well balanced, yet refined. And it has a beautiful dry down, ambroxan, patchouli, slightly earthy. And then it's got this nice powdery coconut milk in the base. And the connection I have with Louis Vuitton Elves, it takes me to a special moment in my life when my mom graduated and got her degree in business and has a master's degree. The excitement in her face, and she was wearing something that was kind of similar to Elves. And that's why I'm immediately drawn to Elves. And the real secret is, with this one, is the lily of the valley. It's not synthetic, it's actually a natural perfume oil. And that's why I find Elves to be a masterpiece. But this is just my own opinion. And I really love this one a lot. And as you can see, I've actually starting to put a dent in this one. I would definitely buy a decant or a sample. Sometimes you might find some of them on like Olfactory LLC. They sell Louis Vuitton samples, but wherever you get your decants or your samples from, I would definitely check it out. It's pretty good. I like this one a lot. And I will have a full review coming up this coming week on this fragrance. And I'll probably go through the whole bottle and I'll have to get it refilled. But out of all the 7 Louis Vuitton fragrances I own, there's only a few that are my top favorites. Elves is 1, Sur La Route is 2, and Ombre Nomade is 3. Imagination is nice, don't get me wrong, but I feel like that fragrance is played out. And sadly, it just never really convinced me to be my all-time favorite. I still wear it occasionally. And I have the re-released version of Sun Song. It's nice. It's like a summertime fragrance in a bottle with a beachy vibe. It's good, but it's not my favorite. It's not something I wear all the time. I might give it a second chance. It might change this spring and summer and see how well it really performs. Hey, what's up, Kicks? How's it going? Yak Mob, you already know. So, I'm testing out Xerjoff Torino 24 and Alexandria II Anniversary. Xerjoff Torino 24. That is like the best niche summertime fragrance. Very fruity, ripened mango, very refreshing. And Alexandria II Anniversary has such a nice ambery vanilla dry down. Phenomenal stuff. So these two are definitely Scented Paradise approved. And eventually they will be in my collection sometime this year. And I have another confession. I think I have a couple samples from larger field and I never really explored them. But here's my confession. At first, when I got my nose on Bleu de Chanel, less exclusive, I didn't care for it. And yeah, I did buy a full bottle, never opened it, and I returned it, took it back, and I bought something else. But I still had my 5 ml decant. And I have a 5 ml decant right here. I'd say a couple days ago, I put my nose back to it and I spent a little bit of time, and guess what? It grew on me. Crazy, right? I returned the bottle. Oh well, things happen. It just happens. That's kind of like how Exanilio Blue Talisman was. When I first put my nose to it, it was on paper, and when the sales rep wasn't looking, I sprayed it on my arms and I walked away. When I smelled it on paper, I thought Blue Talisman smelled like crap. But walking around in the store with it on my arm, it was nice. And Blue Talisman grew on me. And on top of that, I also want to get the extra Blue Talisman because I hear that one is way better. Hey, what's up, sir? Thank you for stopping by, and everybody else that is in my live, hit the like button. It helps my small channel grow. And I'm smelling so good right now. I thought Blue Tally was mid the first time. Yeah, I thought that as well. Hey, what's up, Vince? How's it going? Or Vinny? I'm enjoying this. So far, these two Xerjoff samples, I'm really enjoying them. You went to a custom perfumer in Amsterdam too. I only wear that. Hey, that's cool. Far as special occasions go, Ombre Nomad by Louis Vuitton. That one is very special. That one is situational for me. For an example, tomorrow I have somewhere important to go, and I'm probably going to wear that one. Or I might wear Mind Games Roy Lopez. So when it comes to special occasion or very situational fragrances, I wear them on special occasions. Like tomorrow, I'm going to be gone for a few hours, and I'm going to be kind of dressed up. Dress shirt, dress pants. I got somewhere important to go. So I want to stand out, and I want to smell bold, sophisticated, and luxurious. So I'm thinking Ombre Nomad, because I really love that one too. I love the raspberry, the oud, the rose, and the slight vanilla dry down. So I'm probably going to go with that one. I haven't really explored anything from Tom Ford, other than I have a travel spray, Tobacco Vanille. And that is my favorite tobacco style fragrance with a sweet dried down dried fruit and all that good stuff. But I plan on this year checking out some Tom Fords. One in particular, and I think it's Figue Erotique. I want to check that one out. And I want to get Ebony Fume. And I had a sample of Boy Specific. I want to get that. Oud Wood. And there's one other one. Ambre Leather Parfum. That smells good. And there's some other ones I would like to check out. I plan on exploring another super niche house that was recommended to me by a good friend, Dutch the Bible Thumper. And it's called Primera Parfums. And I was in Hidden Gems channel not long ago when he did his last live, and he was checking out, what was it? I think, Joel, you remember that one. I think you were in his live stream. I think it was not Smoky Jazz, but it was another, I think it was like a vanilla leather or something. I think it was called Vanilla Leather. And I definitely want to check out those from this super niche house. I never heard of them. And I found some decent price points through beautylive.com. That is on my radar to check out. There's a couple, in my opinions. Zokar, Paris. The only other one, when it comes to tobacco vanille that I have, that is pretty good when it comes to an affordable fragrance, is Maison Alhambra Tobacco Touch. And that one actually has better performance. It's sweeter versus the real one. It's more of a drier tobacco. And I wore it not too long ago, and Maison Alhambra version has better performance and longevity on my skin. It's my favorite one. I still like the original, but there's some other ones I would like to check out. I never heard of Zakar Paris. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. Am I a blonde amber fan? It depends what it's in. Blonde, I like blonde woods. And that one smells like tobacco vanille. I'll have to check it out sometime. It really depends when it comes to a blonde amber. I'm not crazy for it. My kind of scent profile that I enjoy currently, that I really like the most, is back here. Whoop. Is right here. This guy, Torino 22, my signature scent. And this is by far the best woody aromatic scent I've ever got my nose on. Ever since I was talking to Dutch, the Bible Thumper, about this one, and he's had it for a long time before Torino 25 came. And I went for this one, and it actually got sent to me by another relative of mine because he liked it. So he bought it for me, and as soon as I sprayed it, immediately I was drawn to this. And it's such a good scent. The bergamot has this camphor feel to it. It's such a good one. I really, really like this. And then another one I got not too long ago, and I spent a little bit of time with it, which I'll probably do a live first impressions next week, Sunday, Torino 23. I only smelled a little of this, and this is another banger. And I think a lot of people slept on this one and didn't give it a chance when it really deserves some love and appreciation. But this is something about this one. The way it opens up, it has this fizzy bergamot, and it just drives my nose palate crazy. This kind of stuff I get into, and I like this too. And I'm going to save this one for my next week live first impressions. And currently I own 6 Xerjoffs, and Naxos I would like to get sometime. But another one that I really would like to get from Xerjoff is Oud Overdose. And that has a good tobacco in it, and that scent profile is more to my liking. Eventually, I want to get Torino 21, I'll get 24, 25, and I want that King Louis 15 Rosé in Gibeon by Xerjoff. You're just getting into Cologne. What's some good tropical ones that got coconut, mango, or pineapple? Well, coconut. Off on 9 p.m. It's aromatic. It's got a pretty good one. But tropical, slightly tropical, I would go with this one. Aromatix Frostbite. It's got this really nice mango in the opening. It's pretty good. The only tropical I have that is affordable, and it's kind of sold out, and I don't think you can really find them anywhere anymore, is You Are My Fire by Zakat. And this one brings you in closer to the real DNA compared to Fragrance World, Vulcan Few. But this one doesn't last very long. Jacquefort Caraco Bay is a good one. Now, if you want something like, let's say, Rasasi Hawass Malibu, or if you really want something like niche level, that's kind of tropical, Herba Pura by Xerjoff. And I still like this one. Sadly, a lot of people are sleeping on it, and they prefer Herba Gold more. I still prefer this over Herba Gold. And this is a pretty good, I think I paid $100 for it. And it definitely performs. And it's one of my favorites when it comes to a tropical scent. Hey, what's up, Soulful Sente? How's it going, man? Alexandria II Anniversary by Xerjoff. Such a good one. I really like the dry down. It's warm and ambery, vanillic. That is a good one. More smoother than the original. And Torino 24, that is a really nice mango fragrance. Very refreshing, kind of tropical in a way. That's pretty good. And lately, since you're just here, I figured I'd talk a little bit about Louis Vuitton elves. Already, some of these guys already heard what I was talking about. Ever since I bought Louis Vuitton elves, I was on the fence and I almost returned it. And I wasn't too sure if I was going to keep it or not, but I'm glad I did. And when I first sprayed it, I immediately had this connection to it. It took me back to a time when my mom got her master's degree in business and graduated. I went to her graduation, and she was wearing something that was similar to that scent profile that I absolutely liked. So when I got this, I spent a little bit of time with it, and it smells totally different on my skin. So it hits different. The opening, I get the peach, ginger, and cinnamon. Slightly feminine at first with a little bit of spice. But then the florals come forward. I get rose, I get some lily of the valley and jasmine, which balances the fragrance out, yet it's more refined. But what I find really interesting with that one is the lily of the valley isn't synthetic. It's more natural for once. Excuse me. And in the dry down, it's kind of creamy with this nice earthy patchouli and some ambroxan. And it's got this nice subtle powdery coconut milk. So it's a beautiful fragrance. And I happen to find Louis Vuitton elves to be a masterpiece for a high-end designer fragrance. And as you can see, this one is starting to get a dent because I tend to reach for this one a lot. I really like it. So in other words, Elves by Louis Vuitton is Scented Paradise approved. Most of those seem more appropriated. Yeah, they're also pricier, but that doesn't really concern me. I like it, although I found it at a decent price on another website that's in the high hundreds, probably like 180-ish. And if it's still available, I'm a jump for it. Torino 24, definitely. Torino 25, I got my nose on already, and that's a phenomenal scent where you get that subtle rhubarb, but immediately I get leather. It's like a fresh leather scent. That one I see myself wearing all the time. So eventually I'm gonna get that. And Gibeon by Xerjoff. Xerjoff, Gibeon, the scent profile of that has my high interest. And eventually I want Xerjoff Louis 15 Rosé. Something about that one piques my mind. And I only have a sample of it. And I killed that sample. I gave it a full wear. Such a good one. Really, really nice rosé, like kind of like the way it performs on my skin, the opening, kind of got like bubbly, like something like it made me think of Dom Perignon champagne with some rose and some powderiness and a nice warm dry down. Phenomenal scent. I definitely want that sometime. Yeah, it's definitely pricey. And I have a discount code from Xerjoff that is good from now until the end of 2026. And I'm probably going to just order directly from Xerjoff and either pick that one up or get Gibeon. So, with that being said, I got a couple other samples here to check out and see what these ones have to offer. And I haven't really talked much about these two Mancera samples, and I think, let's see here. I think I only did a live first impressions, but Mancera, Vetiver Sensuel. That is a very, very nice vetiver scent profile with some refreshing freshness to it. And I'd say it's probably a moderate performing scent. I think I got roughly 7 hours. It's not bad. And I can't wait to get that one. I thought about adding that to my collection as far as Mancera goes. What I really like the most from Mancera, more, is Intense French Riviera. It's more masculine to me with some woods. It's not as, I don't find it to be as loud. I find the original French Riviera a little louder in the opening, but it settles down. And I still like the original, but I prefer the Intense French Riviera more because that's something you can actually get away with and wear it year-round. While the original French Riviera is strictly summer. And with that being said, I definitely want to get Intense French Riviera into my personal collection. Ambre Tonka, that one is mass appealing. Such a great one. I will eventually get that too. Oh, you never got Fig Me Up? That is such a good one. That is such a beautiful fragrance. Great for spring and fall, for sure. Yeah, Vetiver Sensuel. It's a really, really nice vetiver fragrance. I get some, it's kind of, I would say clean, with some citrus, some woods. It's got a nice opening. And I'm enjoying that one. And if I get another Mancera, it's going to be Vetiver Sensuel. And at some point in time this year, I will be getting Intense French Riviera, Ambre Tonka. And there's another one I want from Mancera, is Amore Caffe. Ever since I got my nose on that one really describes that Italian dessert that it's inspired off of. And I think Amore Caffe is definitely great for like a holiday scent, like Christmas or New Year's, or like maybe like Thanksgiving, that kind of thing. But it's really, really nice. It's such a beautiful, affordable gourmand. I think I found it on eBay through one of the regular discounters. It's in the high 70s, which is quite affordable. While on the website, Mancera, $200. Get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language. I really don't think a lot of the Mancera fragrances are really worth $200. Because, sadly, they go for what they go for. But I think my top Manceras that I do currently own that I tend to wear a lot. Yeah, I think the new ones that come out from Mancera should be around 150. I think that's fair, but 200. I was on Mancera a few days ago. And I was looking at the price for Intense French Riviera. It's like 235, 200 some dollars plus tax. I'm not paying that. But I found it overseas a little cheaper. And that's where I got the Scandal Pour Homme Elixir from, which not everybody's going to go for this one, but I like it. And the little one, I got this for roughly $80, $90, fair price point. And I found an overseas site that has Ombre Tonka and Intense French Riviera cheaper than what it's going for on the actual website. And eventually, I'll be getting those. I'm also thinking about getting Rayhan Aquatico. I also want to get that Midnight Riviera by FOMO. Yeah, but I came across a website called Sabina.com. They're in Spain, and they have Intense French Riviera for roughly $120 price range. Same with Tonka Bean, and that's fair. It's $30 cheaper. Have I tried Xerjoff Zafiro? No, I haven't. No, I have not. There's some other really nice Xerjoff fragrances that I would like to check out. 400, Don. I still like to get Torino 21, 40 knots. And I like Xerjoff Coral. I don't think it's popular. Not a lot of people go for it, but I like that. I like that kind of DNA. It's got some nice tropical notes. Now, I can see that one being better than Herba Pura, but yet I still like Herba Pura for a tropical scent. And another, I think another tropical niche fragrance is Mi Bisou Passion Island. That is a good one. And there was another one. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I think it's somewhere buried in my little box here. I think it's by Les. It's a French name. I want to say, I'm going to have to pull it out. I can't think of it, but it's something that Joel is familiar with. If it does, then I'm just going to stick with Deep Ocean Amber. Maybe I'll just get a sample of 40 knots because I have a sample of Deep Ocean Amber. That is some fire. I absolutely like Deep Ocean Amber. That dry down is just magical. I can't think of the name of this tropical scent. And I have a whole crap load of samples and decants in this. And I think the best tropical fragrance I've ever came across, it's buried in this box, and I can't think of the name. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank, but it's a really, really nice tropical, and it's something that not many people go for. And it's a 10 mil of something. I just gotta find it here, because it's like buried in the bottom, I think. Ah, here it is. Found it. And this one is by Les Nobles Essence, Mirage Exotique. This is such an amazing tropical scent. And I really, really like this. And I put a dent in this decant. That's something I want to buy this year. Yes, the noble essence of an exotic mirage. Yes, this one. Such a nice tropical scent. What is the best fragrance for spring? Depends what you're looking for. If it's budget friendly, I think a lot of people aren't too crazy for it, but Huas Verde, mass appealing, great for the springtime. Such a good one. Kind of like on the lines of something like Torino 21, but still different. And it's such a good one. I really enjoy this one. It's pretty good. But you get like this like mintiness, green elements, some amber, patchouli. It's pretty good. And you really get this zesty, rindy lime in the opening. It's pretty good. Oh shit, that wasn't good. I just literally almost knocked over my camera. That would have been bad. And I hit my knee on this table. Whoops. That's what I'm gonna have to do, is invest in a better table, because this table that I use is too small. Yeah, Huas Verde, or some like Nautica Voyage. That's good for the springtime. Or I would definitely go with like Huas Verde for spring. It's really, really nice green. Or if you're looking for something a little more niche quality or something designer-esque, I could see this one for the springtime too, especially on a cool spring day, or if it gets really hot on a spring day. This is a good one. Chanel Allure Home Sports Super Allegra. Although I prefer this in extreme summer heat. So I can see, or even like something along the lines of this. I don't know what your budget is, but Creed Original Vetiver, very green, refreshing, fresh, great for the springtime. Moderate performing fragrance. Not everybody's gonna go for this, but if this is in your budget, definitely worth having. Great quality. As far as like budget friendly, the most recent that I got is Risasi Huas Verde. That's such a really nice green scent for spring. Or another one, I think it's Fragrance World Imperium X, green, refreshing, kind of earthy, makes a nice springtime scent. I've worn this during the spring and I've worn this during the summer. This is another good one. Kind of reminds me of slightly like Polo Green a little, and a mix of Roja Apex Parfums. Oh, man. So there's another good recommendation. Masculine Floral. That's always a great one for the springtime. Man. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about my confession. So I have a little confession. So I did spray this once again on my skin, and it's kind of airy, dark, ambery. Kind of still get that little bit of that signature DNA, Blue Day Chanel, but it strips away, and I think it's more of a twist off the parfum, and it's pretty good. And I think they did a phenomenal job with this one for a designer. And I can't wait to buy it back again. And I kind of regret returning that bottle. And can't wait to check that out and get it again. Oh boy. So with that being said, there is some other fragrances I plan getting pretty soon, in a couple of days. I'm looking to pick up some other budget-friendly fragrances. I'm looking to check out that Liquid Brune Extrait that I see. A lot of people are saying it's strong beast mode. I never explored the original, but I want to get that one and check it out and see what that one has to offer. And I also like to get Rayhan, what is it, Jungle Vibe. Maybe get Pacific Aura, and also get Rayhan Aquatica. I hear that one is really, really good. And so far, the only Rayhan fragrance I own, should I say, is Obsidian. And they did a fantastic job with that one when it comes to Dior Homme Parfum. It's like a little mixture of the version from 2014 and 2024. So I'm kind of happy to have that one. So I can't wait to explore some more from Rayhan. And there's a couple other Aromatix fragrances I like to grab. I'm thinking about Sunkissed, what is it, Plantain Blanc, Xandal, Royal Taboo, Carnal Desire, and Forbidden Fruit. I want to get those eventually, because when it comes to an affordable fragrance, I really like Aromatix and French Avenue. I like the ones that I currently own. And the one I really enjoy the most is Frostbite. The opening with that blueberry and mango, and then you got some florals. The geranium just punches through. This one is such a great fragrance. And the more I spent time with it, at first I thought it reminded me like a Y flanger. It kind of actually reminds me more of something like Gisada Ambassador. And a better version of Dior Sauvage. So this is a pretty good one, and I'm happy to own it. And it just has this like tropical twist to it. So there's another great one. And I think it's their best one. I think it's Aromatix and French Avenue's best release, besides Naughty Dates. And Magnetic is pretty good. Tease Me is another good one. I can see that one being pretty good for the springtime, although it has this ashy tea-like scent from teak wood with black tea. It's a pretty good one. I think a lot of people aren't, going for that, but I think it's catered to certain people who enjoy tea fragrances. And I'm one of those guys, Aromatics Tease Me is along the lines of something, let's say, Louis Vuitton Imagination. Not outright cloning it, but in the same vein, but totally different. Because I don't really get imagination from this at all. I don't. It's kind of smoky. It has a smoked teak wood, smoked tea-like scent. Still pretty good. And I kind of want to see how this performs in springtime. And I kind of want to explore some others from Armaf. I want to check out that, what is it? Club Ennui Intense Bling, whatever it's called. So, what all you guys are rocking, and what are you guys looking forward to check out next? Are you guys looking towards niche designer or stuff from like Lattafa? I think Fragrance World and Offnon have been dropping some phenomenal stuff. And there's another budget-friendly fragrance I've been checking out and looking into. I kind of want to check out that Al Maghribi Spectrum Chill. I want to see what that one is all about. I hear Al Maghribi Spectrum Chill is pretty good. You're looking for some nice summer designers? My favorite designer for summer, it was a gift to me, and they brought it back, and it's from Chanel. Allure Home Sports Superleggera. And this is great for like high heat. I feel like from what I hear, and I'm gonna test it out this summer for sure, but from what I hear, some of the notes here when it comes to a high heat fragrance, whether it's designer, niche, high-end designer, or budget friendly, I hear it's nice, it's strong, but in the high heat, the sun, when it hits your skin, I feel like the sun kind of elevates some of these notes where it still can perform, where you get your money's worth. And this is clean, refreshing. I really like this one. And I never really got to explore it or even get it when it was around because I wasn't really doing content then. And, I get a little bit of some citrus. There's some patchouli in the base. Might be a little bit of floral. I can't think off the top of my head. But it's a good one. And it's nice. Again, like, I want to say I get, maybe citrus like bergamot or some grapefruit. And it does wear light. And the dry down is where what I like about the most. With this one, I get this nice patchouli. I think there's sandalwood here as well. I can't think exactly off the top of my head, other than I know there's, I think, bergamot. Might be grapefruit. Let that kind of air up. In the opening, I get like a Sicilian lemon, grapefruit, maybe a bergamot, but it's kind of intense, kind of crisp. It's pretty good. I like it. Oh, you see imagination back there? Yeah. Imagination, it's makes a nice daily wear scent. Kind of soapy, refreshing. That's it. So I was kind of right. You get the mandarin, grapefruit, and I do pick up patchouli and sandalwood. It's a pretty good scent. Yeah, so I was detecting some bergamot and grapefruit, and I did get like sandalwood. It's a good one. So I got pretty close. And I have so many scents that I got on my skin right now. And it's kind of, bumping into each other. So it kind of threw me off a little. But back to Louis Vuitton Imagination. This is a pretty good one, A lot of people, consider it the best. I don't. That's just my personal opinion. I don't hate it. I do wear it from time to time. It's soapy, fresh. It's got that shower gel feel to it. It's got neroli, which gives you that soapy feel. And it's got this really nice Chinese black tea to it. It's a good one. It's not bad. And this makes a nice daily wear fragrance. And far as summer goes, I can see summer, but I also can see L'Immensité as well. That's another one I got a sample of that I was checking out. And another really good one, and I think a lot of people slept on it, is Meteor by Louis Vuitton. And I think that one would probably be good for summer. It's clean, ultra clean. It's up there. And let's say if you stripped away tea out of this and some other notes, you would basically have Meteor in a bottle. It's kind of the best way I can really describe that. And I hate when people call me when I'm doing my live streams and when they know I'm live and they still do it anyways. I hate that. Meteor, I find to be, I would say slightly more masculine, at least to me. On my skin, it feels more masculine than being unisexed. Although women do wear men's cologne, and I know a few that do. And they don't really go for women's perfume all that much. Since you're here, thank you for dropping in. I gotta say, Torino 24, such a nice summer mango-like scent. Alexandria II Anniversary, that is my favorite. It's more smoother. And it has a really nice, beautiful, ambery, warm dry down. And what stands out the most in that is that oud that is being used in Alexandria II. And I remember what that smells like because it's also used in, excuse me, Mind Games Mentor. So as soon as I put my nose to that, I'm like, okay, this is interesting because I'm familiar with this oud because it's in a few other fragrances I've got my nose on. So once it opened up, it was spicy, settled down, kind of earthy, and then the dry down is really magical. So eventually, Xerjoff Anniversary or Alexandria II Anniversary will be in my collection some point this year. Torino 24, I would like to get. Torino 25, I like even more. I get that subtle rhubarb, but what I really get more out of Torino 25 is leather. And I like leather, so I know I'll get my money's worth on Torino 25. And let's see, as far as, what is it, Louis 15. Oh, okay. Well, the oud there, it kind of reminds me of something like Mind Games Mentor. It's like I think it's Benil oud, but it's pretty good. And I never really explored Xerjoff all that much, other than the 6 that I do own, but I never really know the background behind everything. However, I really like Alexandria II Anniversary. That's something I see myself wearing a suit and tie, kind of formal, where I want to stand out and I have somewhere I got to be that's special. It's definitely a nice date night scent where I just want to wear a black suit, tie, all that stuff, and stand out. I hear Richwood is good. So far, my favorites that I own is Torino 22, Xerjoff, what is it? Tony Iommi Deified. I like that more than Monkey Special, probably because I do like darker scents. Amabale is pretty good. Not everybody goes for that. Okay, yeah. I like the leather in there. I bought a sample discovery kit from the website, and I got to pick out some samples. And I also got my nose on, what is it, Louis 15 Rosé. That is a phenomenal scent. I think the last live stream I did last week, I was talking about Torino 25 and King Louis 15 Rosé. That one. That I really, really like a lot. That is a good one. The way it opened up, I don't know what the heck I was smelling, but something with it. Something about that opening. It instantly put a smile on my face. On my skin, I kind of got, maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of got like a bubbly, almost like a, champagne accord or something with the opening. But once it settled down, it had some nice florals, and it got kind of powdery on my skin, but I like it. It's a stunning scent. And I was looking at the presentation of the bottle, watching some people's reviews. And that's one thing I like about Xerjoff is the bottles. They're cool looking, they're unique, and sometimes they come with those nice scarves. And I like Xerjoff. It's a good house to get into. I think the first one, so, same ingredients in the rose, champagne, Mason. Okay. So that's what I was smelling. No wonder why I like it. I want to check out the original Lewis too to see what it's like. I'll probably pick up a sample. And eventually, I want to get Gibeon. The scent profile looks very interesting. That one I'm looking to check out sometime this year. And I'll probably just order directly from Xerjoff. I have a discount code saved that's in my email when I got my discovery kit, and eventually I'm going to use that towards something nice. And I'm probably going to go with maybe Alexandria II Anniversary or the Gibeon, or I'm going to go with that rosé one because that's really good. I like raspberry and fragrance. I like pear. It's a beautiful scent. And so far, I think that is the best release. And I don't see too many talking about Gibeon at the moment, but I looked at the notes on the website. That has my attention. And I could see myself enjoying that one as well. So currently what I own from Xerjoff is Herba Pura, Amabile, Tony Iommi Deified, Torino 22, Torino 23, and Commandante. And Torino 23, I will be doing a live first impressions next week, Sunday, talking about that one. Huh. Yeah. I was just talking about that earlier in my live stream about Louis Vuitton L's. It smells totally different on my skin. Yes, it opens, kind of does lean slightly feminine, but it hits different on my skin. I get like peach, ginger, cinnamon, slightly sweet, soft spice, and then eventually when the heart starts developing, the florals come forward. I get rose, lily of the valley. It's smooth, elegant, yet refined. And the dry down, I get like a coconut milk, subtle, kind of wispy. I get some ambroxan and patchouli. I really like that one by Louis Vuitton. And the interesting thing I find cool about it is the lily of the valley that they're using isn't synthetic. It's more on the natural side. And that's why I find Louis Vuitton L's to be an actual masterpiece from Louis Vuitton for a high-end designer fragrance. And that is my own opinion. Some may disagree with me, and that's okay, but that's how I feel. And this is a good one for a designer, especially if you like rose. This is a good one. So, yeah, they are. I agree. Perfumes are genderless. They are. Some people, you know, may not feel that way. Me, I wear whatever I want. I mean, technically, there's a lot of scent profiles I like. And I like Els by Louis Vuitton. I could see men and women enjoying that. Some men might not go for it because it's not their scent profile, yet some do. I'm one of those kind of people. I used to never like floral. I used to never like rose. And I think what changed that is when I got into Xerjoff fragrance. And when I first bought some samples, and I got black rose, Halfetti, I got rosé, I got some other stuff, and I spent time with them. And over time, I really got into fragrance that is masculine floral, that is sweet, dark, and with different florals, and I enjoy them. So over time, I changed. And before I even did content or even get into it, I was watching other people's channel, like TLTG Reviews. I was watching Stay Fresh Productions. And I started checking out some budget-friendly fragrances. And then eventually I started picking up on Bowtie Fragrance Guy. And someone else talked about Herba Pura by Xerjoff. That was one of my very first niche fragrances I ever bought from Xerjoff. Right here. Such a beautiful tropical fragrance. And then you got Herba Gold. I smelled that at Saks Fifth Avenue. It's good, kind of spicy, but I still prefer Herba Pura over it because I like how this one performs. I like the sillage, the projection. It's beast mode for me on my skin. And it's one of my all-time favorite tropical fragrances. Such a good one. And I think this bottle's kind of half empty. I've worn this quite a bit last year. And some of the other samples I checked out by Xerjoff is Coral. That's pretty nice. And I could see myself having that one sometime. I think I detect strawberry and some other, like a fruit basket of tropical fruits. Hey, that's okay. Purple Accento. I did smell that at Saks Fifth. That is a nice one. What I liked out of there was like pineapple and hyacinth, I think, is in it. That is a nice one. That's another one I would like to check out and own. But I like Herba Pura over Herba Gold, sadly. It's just what I like. And eventually, I think my brother, he got Herba Gold. Now he likes that more than this. And yet, I still like this over Herba Gold. It's just my personal taste. Yeah, I'm curious I want to get Purple Accento sometime. I only smelled it once. And it was at Saks Fifth before the new year came. And the last time I was up there, I came home with MFK 724 and a Louis Vuitton fragrance, which was this one right here. And I went up to the Xerjoff counter, and they had Purple Accento, and it has that bottle that you have, that frosted looking bottle. So I sprayed it on paper and I smelled it. My brother checked it out. He didn't care for it. He isn't into that kind of stuff, but I liked it. So I asked the sales rep if I could spray it on skin. She let me, did a few sprays, and after, on the way home, I kept smelling my arm, and I'm like, yeah, that's something I definitely want. So this year, I will be checking out some different Xerjoff fragrances and adding some to my collection that I know I'm going to enjoy. So, with that being said, I'm definitely gonna at least probably get, I think the next Xerjoff for me is probably gonna be, I think I'm gonna go with Purple Accento. Or I'm gonna go with Louis XV Rosé. It's between those two for my next Xerjoff. Really? So Herba Pura is still your best seller worldwide? Wow. Huh. That's interesting. It's been a minute. It's been probably a couple weeks since I've smelled this. It was in my Valentine's Day video. Tropical, powdery, fruity. It's good stuff. I like this. Oh yeah. And this one here, Torino 22, woody aromatic. It's my signature scent. I like it that much. I wonder why Amabali by Xerjoff doesn't get much love. My buddy, an old fraghead friend of mine that I talk to occasionally, he has this. I like the cool bottle, the color. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I never really spent much time with this, but I enjoy it. It's kind of different. Kind of fruity, bright, kind of powdery to me. Yeah, I like this. I find it that it's slept on. I think a lot of people slept on it, don't appreciate it. I like it. Something about it, it just really has me drawn to it. And I like the opening. I detect some florals. The dry down is what I like about this one. And it's a pretty good one. Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting. Apple. It's got a nice apple. It's pretty good. Yeah, and I love it. It's a really nice scent. And yeah, Torino 22, I enjoy that. I enjoy Torino 22. The opening, the dry down, the transition. What I find interesting in Torino 22, the way the eucalyptus, the saffron, and I think there's I want to say ginger. I like how they all blend together in the opening. The eucalyptus specifically, it has like a camphor-like scent. But when it transitions, it gets really, really nice. And that became my signature scent. And I enjoy that one a lot. And I think I wore it 3 days in a row. And I wore it out. I've landed some compliments with it. So that one will forever stay in my collection. And it's definitely a good one. So shout out to Dutch the Bible Thumper for giving me a good recommendation, because he kept talking about that one for a long time, and I was asking him about it, and now I have it. And I can see why he likes it, because I like it that much. It's a really nice woody aromatic scent. Definitely is. Well, it's about that time, and I think I'm going to shut it down. I got some dinner to eat. I appreciate everybody who stopped by to hear me talk about fragrances that I absolutely love. And I appreciate you stopping by, Raf. Yeah, ethyl maltol. That's why I like it. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end my live stream. Until next time, I will be live next week, Sunday, and I will be talking about Torino 23. I briefly got my nose on that one a little, but I'm going to save that for next week, Sunday, and see what that one has to offer. All right, everybody, enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. God bless. And remember, smell your best.